Alright guys, what's good? Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today's an exciting video, man. Second video. We're following up from the first video, and if you guys tuned in for the first video, we talked about, my longest and best first date, and today's video is obviously kind of a continuation. So if you want to know the full context, I encourage you guys to watch my first video. It'll be linked below. Let's get straight into the video. Today we secured the bag. Okay, look what we got over here. I get my Timbiebs in Toronto. I drink my coffee in Chicago. I take my chick up to Orlando. Okay, I'm sorry, that's too much. But today, Justin Bieber collaborated with Tim Hortons. He put out these Timbits or Timbiebs. Honestly, I think that's kind of I don't know how I feel about the name, maybe like a 4 out of 10. I would have went with what Bieber bits, isn't it? But funny story before we get into the actual story. I went to 2 different Tim Hortons to get this, okay? I went to one Tim Hortons. I was like, hey, do you guys have the Timbiebs? They're like, nah, we're sold out. I was like, damn, I'll just get an iced coffee. And then I was like, okay, I can either call it a day, just go home, enjoy my iced coffee, or I can, tough it out, go to another Tim Hortons, and hopefully they'll have it. And I was in the mood. I was like, I'm in the mood to tell the story. I'm in the mood. Let's get her going. So I went to the other Tim Hortons. I went in this time because I didn't want to go to the drive-thru in case, they didn't have it. Then I'd have to get something random. So I went in. Thankfully, they had it. And yeah, here we are now. So I got my Timbiebs. I got my iced coffee. And I'm excited to tell you guys this story. But let me get a little sip of this, all right? Okay. So I've tried these already, but it was more of like a quick passing by. Like I was just driving and eating, just like nom 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 nom. I didn't really like take them in, so I don't even know what the flavors are. They 100% look gourmet. So let's give it a little taste test for you guys. Okay, it just kind of like, imagine the regular chocolate Timbit. It just kind of tastes like a elevated version of that. 7 out of 10. Average. It's alright. Comes off. Alright, this is the waffle one, I'm gonna assume. Tastes like sour cream glaze, if you ever had that donut. 8 out of 10. That's good. Was that the sound? Whatever. Third one, maybe third one. Or what's the same as second one? You tell me. Oh no. It's the birthday cake one. I'm a fan of birthday cake donuts and Timbits. I know not everyone is. Some people think it tastes really artificial. I'm a fan. This is a solid 8 out of 10 as well. Anyways, let's get into the story because it's a doozy, okay? It's a good one. So what is? Oh yeah. So the story of our first kiss. Okay. So me and this girl now, after our longest, best first date, we went on like a couple dates now, and I was like, okay, like I'm feeling her. Like I think she feels me too. Like, we're having a good time. We're talking a lot. The vibes are good. I think it's time to seal the deal, right? So obviously, young Roddy was not experienced. So asked my boys. I was like, yo, how do I go for the first kiss? What do I do? And the majority of the guys who I asked were just like, just do it. I'm like, bro, like that's not helpful advice. That doesn't tell me anything. A lot of them were just like, like when you drop her home, walk her to her door, and then just go in for the first kiss. And I was like, okay, like that's helpful, but also not really. So anyways, little me was trying to be creative with it. So I was like, okay, let's plan an extravagant. Not extravagant, but let's plan a date. Let's just plan a date. Let's plan a date. Let's do some activities. Let's find a nice place, and then if the vibes are right, we'll go for it, right? Okay. So step 1 is pick a date. So I was like, hey, let's chill on Sunday. She was a really outdoorsy person. So my plan was to take her to like a forest and let's go on a hike. But I didn't tell her that. I was like, hey, let's chill on Sunday. Just let me take you out. I'm not gonna tell you where we're going. All I'm gonna say is dress comfortably, okay? That's all I told her. She's like, okay, bet. Step 2 was plan the day. So the plan was, you know, we go hiking, and then after that we can get food. And the place that I want to take her, I'd been before, and it was really, really nice. There was this nice log bench that was overlooking like a really, really nice view. I was like, yo, how dope would it be? So take a walk, stop there, soak in the vibes, have some conversation, and then if it all works out, going for the first kiss, right? So that was the plan. Hike, find this little log view area, going for the first kiss, go for food, good vibes all around, right? Then I needed supplies. What did I need? Obviously I didn't want to come empty-handed, so flowers, chocolates, and because I didn't want her to know where we were going, I got like one of those sleep blindfolds that you put over your eyes. But I was still like, how do I go in for the first kiss? Like I still don't know. It just didn't click in my head to just like, okay, go in, you know? So I was like, hey, I was really into writing back then. I had a blog, or still have a blog. If you know, you know. I was like, why don't I write her a poem? And then in the poem, I'll slip it in something. I'll have a line in there that like that says something about the kiss or wanting to kiss her, something like that. Okay. Fast forward to the date. Okay. I pick her up and I'm like, hey, put on this blindfold. I don't want you to know where we're going. It's gonna be a surprise. And she's like, isn't this kind of kidnapping? I was like, yes, but but just trust me on this, okay? So I also didn't want to see her. I also didn't want her to see the flowers and chocolates and stuff. That's why I blindfolded her. So we get there, right? She's still blindfolded, right? So she grabs my hand. I grab the chocolates. I grab the flowers, and we start walking to the forest, into the forest, trying to find this area, right? We're walking. 20 minutes. Haven't really. I just couldn't find it for some reason. We're on this path, and then like further down, I see this lady walking towards us with a horse. She's walking not on the horse, but she's walking with the horse. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm holding flowers that are wrapped up in like a bouquet, and chocolates, right? So as the lady's walking towards us, and I'm still holding this girl's hand. She's blindfolded. She can't see. The horse starts freaking out, like just jumping and like just like jumping and like just like the horse flips out and starts freaking out, and this girl holding my arm is like has no idea what's going on because her eyes are closed, so she's like freaking out too. The lady with the horse, she starts yelling. She's like, put down the flowers, the horse doesn't know what it is, because I guess the flowers were wrapped up in like a bouquet, so you couldn't really see it, right? It's wrapped up in like white paper or whatever. So the lady's like yelling, put down the flowers, the horse doesn't know what it is and stuff. And I'm like, oh great, like thanks, she ruined the surprise, right? So I put everything down, and this girl, this blindfolded poor little girl over here is literally, I feel her like gripping my arm, and she's like shaking because she has no idea what's going on, right? She can't see. So I put the flowers down. The lady walks past me with the horse, and she's like, oh, that's so cute. I'm like, yeah, it was cute until you ruined the surprise, right? So she walks past us, and then so it's me and this girl now, and I can tell she's like freaking out. She's shaking and everything. So I was okay, like let's flop on trying to find this log, because we couldn't find it. I found like just a nearby bench. We sat down, took off her blindfold. I was like, hey, like, my bad, I'm really sorry about that and stuff. Like did she ruin the surprise and stuff? And she's like, no. The girl's like, oh no, honestly I didn't really hear anything. And she's like, I was too busy like freaking out to hear anything about flowers or anything. So yeah, I gave her the flowers, gave her the chocolate, and I was like, hey, like I also wrote you a poem, if you don't mind me reading it to you, right? So I read her the poem, and it went something along the lines of, I forgot what the last line was, but it was like, oh, something, now that I've said all I wanted to say to you, I hope you don't mind if I go in for my first kiss with you, or something like that. It's bad corny, but bro, I didn't know what to do, man. Come on, man. Give me some credit. It was sweet, wasn't it? A little bit corny, sweet, corny, sweet. Leave in the comments below. She liked it though, and then so I said the line. She looked at me, she smiled, she nodded, and then went in for the first kiss, and that was that. Yeah, man, it was just a good time. What can I say? It was. But alas, you know, things didn't work out. She had to go back to school, and I was left all by myself. I don't know. Yeah, it didn't work out, but that's life. Live and learn, move on. Next video though was a banger, I promise you. And I'll give you a little heads up. Next video is probably one of the lowest moments of my life, my rock bottom moment. And I don't want to say too much, but it involves me losing over $4,000, almost failing out of school, and just being at one of the lowest points in my life, you know? But the fact that I'm still here today, talking to you guys, means I got over it. And, you know, everything in life is a blessing or a lesson, man. So with that all being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I appreciate this. I'm still learning along the way. I hope that as I crank out more videos, I can get better at this, man. But I'm enjoying it right now. I'm enjoying the ride. Hope you guys stick along, or hope you guys tag along. Enjoy with me. And yeah, man, if you like what you see, if you dig the vibe, if you enjoy the content, subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. I would greatly appreciate it, man. This is something that I'm passionate about. And, you know, right now I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but who knows? If all goes well, maybe I'll dive into this. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Until next time, peace out.